Gamers, today I would like to do a video on a few things that I'm really enjoying in Honkai Star Rail, and in my opinion, they did better than Genshin Impact. Let's get started. Number one is free-to-play accessibility. These are all free characters that you get from playing, and there's a few more that are available as well. But with just this team, you could clear the majority of content in the game. You've got shielders, healers, you've got some damage dealers, and some AoE. And obviously, you're going to need different elements from time to time, but I feel like all of the free-to-play characters are great. The main character is yoked, keeping your team alive and doing damage. Serval is a free unit just from playing the game and going into your mail. You can get Serval. She does an awesome AoE. Dan Heng can actually slap, doing some great wind damage. And Natasha is in some ways better than the 5-star healer in-game Bailu. Natasha is kind of crazy, and I love that. But we're not done there. Ones like Quid Pro Quo are top tier and can work on any healer in the game. And while this isn't as good as Bronia's Light Cone, it's kind of like the baby version of the 5-star Light Cone, and it's actually pretty good in a lot of situations. This one is like best in slot for Hook, and she's actually a crazy damage dealer if you need a fire character. And you can get this one from some chests and quests, as well as purchasing it, and so if you can max this thing out, any of your Erudition characters will be pretty darn happy. And there's even a few free 5-star light cones that you can get. That might not be the absolute best, but it's still pretty cool that you can get them. I'm a very big fan of this because you've got lots of characters, lots of light cones. It feels like if you're jumping in as a new player, you are set up to succeed. And while Genshin Impact has thrilling tales of the Dragon Slayer, there are multiple 3-star light cones that are very good, if not best in slot, depending what you want to do. There's one that can give you like 64% more defenses, so you can spam huge shields for some of your tanky characters. Now this is a pretty big one, but for number 2, I want to talk about the wish system. I think that their beginner banner is pretty darn good, and while you are limited to these standard characters for your free 5-star, a lot of them are good. Bailu is the second and only other healer in the game other than Natasha. She can revive you, she's really solid. Clara, amazing physical damage dealer. She's soloing some of the endgame content with her counterattacks. Himiko, maybe the weakest character here, but passable. Welt, amazing, super good for slowing down the enemies. Gepard, god-tier shielder that can carry you in the endgame. Bronya, potentially better than almost every character in the game. She's an amazing support that I don't think will ever fall off. And then even Yang. This character has gone from, he's kind of bad, to some people putting him near the top of tier lists because he can be insane with the free critical strike damage and crit rate that he can get. And so any of these characters is going to be decent enough, but it's guaranteed, and that's what I love. On the beginner banner in Genshin Impact, you get 20 pulls, they're discounted, and the only guarantee you really have is you're going to get one copy of Noelle, which is like, whatever. Now, the other thing too is this special banner, almost identical to Genshin Impact, no real changes there, but the weapon banner is a big difference because the weapon banner is actually a 75% chance to get the weapon that you want. And there's only one weapon on here. The other banners is like a 50-50 of which weapon you're going to get, but then you can also miss and get a non-banner weapon. This is a 75% chance that you could get it. And yes, you can miss. I understand that. But I would still rather this than the other system because even if you go with the epitomized path, you can miss 2 times, and then you have to get a whole other 5-star to get that guaranteed thing. I think that this system is a lot better. 75% chance you're going to hit it, and if you do miss, you know that on the next 5-star, it will be that piece, and that's a big win for me. Standard banner is standard banner, but there's one last thing here. Even though it's going to take forever to get there, I'm 128 wishes in towards a free 5-star unit of my choice. Do I need a better support? I can pick up a Bronya if I don't have her already. Do I want to get more constellations because I somehow get everyone? Pick the one that's the strongest. I think that this is such a nice treat to have, and I recognize you only get it in 300 pulls, but I think someone did the math, and it's about 14 pulls a month. And then there's other events that are coming, and there may be other, anniversary things that will give you more. But for the most part, after a year of playing, hopefully I can get this and get myself a brand new 5-star character. and some of you played Genshin for 2.5 years, so you might be able to get one right there. I love it. Number 3 is the energy regeneration rate is better in this game than Genshin. You can use more energy per day. However, that being said, I do think that some of the drops you get per energy can be a little bit stingy, at least for now. But long term, technically, if you want to get those bangs of dopamine and get a relic, you can do a little bit more with your energy in a given day. But there's one thing with this energy and with farming that I do want to discuss. In Genshin Impact, you load into a domain, you run all the way across here, you're waiting, you talk to the thing, you start the fight, you finish the fight, then you gotta run all the way over here. Oh man, I gotta go get my rewards. Bro, you're walking around half the time just trying to get the drops. I understand that Honkai Star Rail is turn-based, and I understand that you can auto-farm, and some people are like, it's not even playing the game. But if all you're doing is farming a couple relics, you're on your bus ride home, it's an easy way to farm, and some people are going to like that. And honestly, me walking up to enemies and blowing them up in 3 seconds with my Ayato doesn't feel any different from auto-battling. I go to Ayato and go, shing, 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 with my eyes closed. It's the same thing. So I like the auto battling and the fact that I don't have to run around and try to get my resources from a tree all day. Next one on the list is daily commissions. They're very fast. They give you your Stellar Jade, some experience and things like that. But these are very, very quick to do. And some of them you can do in an instant. Use your technique 2 times. Okay, sure. 1, 2. All right, commission is done. Progress made. Sometimes I don't want to go pick mushrooms off of a tree in Sumeru. You know what I mean? For the 15th time. I just don't want to do it. If I can just press my button, get my rewards, this is a very big progress point in any gacha game. And when they make this process annoying, because they all do it, they all want that FOMO, they want you coming back day to day. If they make this process really annoying, it's very unfun. And I'm going to give you a good example of that. If you guys ever played the game Eversoul, Eversoul makes you like go to all of your clanmates' houses and go attack some enemies. It takes you like 20 minutes, I swear to God, to get a couple free wishes every day. And if you don't do it, it's terrible and you're going to get behind. But it's so unfun that it's like, I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. And it's one of the reasons I stopped playing it after a few days, because I was like, no, I'm not continuing with this. I like the quick daily commissions. Give me my rewards. Let me get out of here. The next one for me currently is some replayable systems and rewards for them. There's Spiral Abyss and Genshin Impact, but other than that, there's not a lot of replayable content. There is a roguelike in here that is way better than the roguelike event that Genshin tried to do, the dungeon where you could choose all the things. This one is actually awesome. You can do solo runs with like Clara countering and build up her counterattacks and make her solo everything, and it's one play style. Or I actually beat one of the hardest levels with this guy when he was level 20 with like no weapon, like a level 1 weapon, because I built all sorts of damage over time and used him to apply them, and I paired him with this guy, and it just feels like there's so many different ways to play and enjoy it and troll around, and every run is going to be different. This simulated universe with multiple different enemies in it, multiple different rewards from getting it, I think that this is top-notch content, and I cannot wait for it to reset on Monday for me to play it again, get my rewards again, and hopefully use a different team just to spice things up. I think that it was overall very generous with the rewards, and you know, I don't think people fully realize if they don't play this game, but not only can you get some Stellar Jade for wishes, you also get a free standard pull. You get this currency to buy 5-star artifacts. I need 1 more currency, so on Monday, I can get a new 5-star artifact. But these are crazy. This is essentially a free 5-star artifact. You get 4 of them every single week that you can trade in, roll the dice, and hopefully get the god roll. I love that. I think that is a great reward to have. Give me more energy to progress my account. And it's all free. This entire thing I was very happy with. There's multiple different Primo Gems or Stellar Jade that you can get from progressing through it. There is kind of those, you know, I want to do the Destruction Path so I can get this final buff so I can get 80 more Primo Gems. There's multiple different, like, artifacts that you can get that all have different rewards. Like this one here reduces or it gives you more money for winning battles. This one reduced the cost of getting upgrades. And so if you have both of them, you can like upgrade all of your different bonuses, and I love it. I love it. This one here, down here, you have a chance at nuking your team, doing 99% of your HP when you break a box or like a thing around the map. Or you can get a good drop from it. And so it's like a lottery ticket. You're just rolling the dice and seeing what you do. I love it. And so that is great for me. There's some progression here. You can get these bonuses. And this is a permanent bonus that I can get. I can get extra crit damage. I can get some extra defenses or reduced damage taken. I think that this is such a cool thing to have in the game. And it kind of rewards you for continuing to play. But we're not done there. There's also a Spiral Abyss, or the Forgotten... Now, there's also a Spiral Abyss in this game where you've got multiple floors. You can get Stellar Jade, like 600 of them. You can get some experience. You can buy yourself 4-star light cones. I think that that's pretty cool. I think that that is pretty sweet. I don't think that it's, like, revolutionary, but it's the roguelike plus this. That's what makes it feel like, okay, we got a little bit more juice and potatoes here. I'm sure that we'll all get to the point eventually where we can just auto-farm this and slap it out. I haven't even got any progress here. I don't even have 3 stars to get this yet. And it's resetting in 3 days, so I gotta get my grind on. But it's been cool. It's been really fun. I've been enjoying it. And I can't wait to push to the end and see when I can finally beat this. But that's pretty much it for me. Those are a few things that I've really been enjoying overall. Just playing a game and feeling fresh again has been very nice. I have my critiques here and there, and I'm sure I'll make a video about them. But for right now, I am enjoying the game. I like progressing, and, you know, I'm just going to keep riding the wave while I'm having fun. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.